It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth a hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. This is a game show here in the Prince George's Schools now in its 33rd year, and we bring together outstanding young people from elementary and middle schools. Today, 6 great players from 2 elementary schools. Let's meet them now. First from Greenbelt Elementary, would you say hello to Eleanor Calarco, Hiram Hudson, and Kai Waters. And from Hyattsville, please say hello to Seamus Ballesteros, Ellery Toman, and Ryan Blackerby. And now here are the categories of questions we use on the Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, we arrange our game board according to question difficulty. The easier questions there on the left worth 5 and 10 points. The tougher ones worth 15, 20, and ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points. Never a penalty for incorrect answers. At the end of the 2 rounds today, one of these 2 talented, good-looking teams will come back to play our game again and perhaps advance to the playoffs. Let's go over and make sure everything's working properly. And Hiram, let's go to the red team. Would you try your buzzer? Looks and sounds A-OK. Good luck to you, to Kai, and to Eleanor. And Ellery, how about the green teams? Looking good. Good luck to you and to Ryan and to Seamus. And congratulations, guys, on being selected to be on the Science Bowl. We're going to have a good time today, right? Yeah. It's your first time on TV. If you're a little nervous, that's okay. You're going to get into the hang of things here. Let's have a fun game. We go alphabetically G before H. So Greenbelt and Hiram, let's play the bowl.
Green things for 10 points.
Green things for 10 points is a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, if you would, please. Teams, the world's largest flower, Rafflesia. One single flower, that is. It has no leaves, no stems, no roots. It survives by taking nutrition from a nearby vine, making it what kind of plant? Greenbelt. What you got? It's on the tip of his tongue. Hyattsville, since it takes all of its nourishment, this plant, from a nearby vine, it has no leaves, no stems, no roots. What kind of plant is it? No, it's Hyattsville's choice.
It's a parasite?
It's a parasite. That's exactly right. Good comeback. All right, go green.
Science Potpourri for 15.
Science Potpourri for 15 points. Teams, probably the best known piece of laboratory equipment can be scanning, electron, simple, or compound. All of them make things bigger. Name that piece of equipment, Greenbelt.
A microscope.
Yeah, there are lots of different kinds of microscopes. Good answer. Good, go. Your turn.
Zoo Parade for 10 points.
Zoo Parade for 10 points. Teams, bears can set their email accounts to March in November because they're about to do this. Hyattsville?
Hibernate.
Yeah, they're going to hibernate. They don't need their tablet or their iPhone for a couple months there. Okay, green, Hyattsville.
Let's get physical for 15.
Physical for 15 points. Teams, if you take an iron nail and put it into a solution of copper sulfate, in a short period of time, that nail is going to be covered with orange copper, and that copper sulfate solution will now be iron sulfate. That is an example not of a physical one, but a chemical what, Greenbelt?
A chemical...
Help them out, guys. Chemical what?
A physical reaction.
You got that right. Yeah, I knew it was in there somewhere. And Ryan says, oh, I knew it. All right, you're back in the groove. Go Greenbelt. 80 to 70, you have a 10-point lead. Hiram, you get to choose the next question.
Green things for 15 points.
Green things for 15 points. Teams, we all know cactus. You don't want to get too close because it got spines. And that's because the cactus doesn't want to be eaten. It's a form of defense. But it is also a form of getting water to that cactus because at night, this process occurs and forms dew on the spines. What's that process called, Hiram?
Condensation.
You got that, young man. Perfect. Good. Red, go.
Zoo parade for 15 points.
Zoo parade for 15. You'll laugh at this. There was a story on the internet, it went viral, that this 8-legged cephalopod actually came from outer space. Greenbelt.
Octopus.
An octopus, yes. They say that 240 million years ago, eggs came from an asteroid and somehow landed on the planet. They do look like extraterrestrials, don't they? They are bizarre animals. Yeah, you guys are doing real well. You okay? You all right? You're still shaking a little bit. You're going to be all right. Come on, Red.
What? Dateline science for 10.
Dateline science for 10 points. Teams in England, the money isn't the dollar, it's the pound. And the 50-pound note, they're holding a competition to decide what scientist they should put on the British 50-pound note. The leading contender right now is this scientist who was best known for suffering his whole life with ALS. He was in a wheelchair and he discovered a lot about black holes. Who was he, Hyattsville?
Pass it to Seamus.
Stephen
Hawking.
Stephen Hawking, yes, sir. Out of the way, Seamus. Go. Green.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. Teams, no matter how many scientists are involved in a record-breaking scientific experiment, only 3 of them can be selected to win this ultimate science prize. Greenbelt.
The Nobel Prize.
The Nobel Prize, exactly right. No matter how many, I don't know how they decide who the 3 are, but somehow they get it down to just 3. Look at that score, 120 to 80, advantage Red. Go.
Let's get physical for 20 points.
Let's get physical for 20 points. Teams, Kobe Bryant's new sports drink called Body Armor is full of electrolytes, things that can help replenish your body after a lot of exercise. I'm going to give you 4 of those electrolyte symbols. I'll give you the points if you can tell me what 2 of them are. They are K, M, G, Ca, and Na. 4 different electrolytes. Can you give me any 2? K, Mg, Ca, and Na. Hiram.
Magnesium and
Help him out, Eleanor, Kai. Hope you're talking among yourselves, Hyattsville, because I may be coming to you next. K, Mg, Ca, and Na.
nitrogen.
Not nitrogen. Good try. Hyattsville, can you give me 2?
Magnesium and calcium.
Yeah, magnesium and calcium. And the other ones were sodium and potassium. Good answer. All right, that buzzer rings. That means we've come to the end of the first round. Boy, are they glad the first round is over. They are worn out already. A lot of tension here today. That score, Hyattsville 100, Greenbelt 120. We'll be back with round 2 of the Science Bowl in just a moment. Don't you go away. Welcome back to Science Bowl, everybody. Hope you're enjoying this game at home as much as we are here in the studio. At the top of the show, we said we had 6 outstanding young people here, and they have demonstrated that already. But before we ask any more science questions, let's find out a little about themselves and their schools. Let's go over to Greenbelt. Hiram, tell us about Greenbelt Elementary. Who's your principal?
Our principal is Dr. Gaines.
Wonderful. And I know she's very proud of you guys. And who's the sponsor of your team?
Mr. Richardson.
And he is here today. We'll bring him out in a few moments. And did you have some alternates on your team?
We have 1.
Who is that?
That's John.
And he'll be out in a few moments. So he's down there yelling the answers, but we can't hear him through the walls here. Tell me something about Greenbelt that makes it really special. What do you like to brag about when you tell people you go to Greenbelt Elementary?
We have great extracurricular activities like this one.
Yeah.
And we have write a book.
Yeah, those are good things, huh?
Yes.
Do you have sports all over there?
Oh yes, we have cricket.
Cricket, yeah.
what I
I
love.
wanted you to say cricket, yeah, because you
and we
play
have running
cricket,
club.
and Kai plays cricket as well. Tell me about yourself. What would you like to do someday, Hiram?
I want to be a librarian.
A librarian. Where'd you get that idea?
Well, somebody came over to our school on career day, and also I like to help share people, and I love to be at the library.
What a great thing to say. We need more people like you. You know, instead of just being on your tablet, that library is a wonderful resource.
I don't have a tablet.
What's that?
I don't have a tablet.
You don't have a tablet. Well, see, that even confirms even more what I'm saying about you.
Oh, another thing. I am a 3 times lobotomy patient.
got a
told
3
you
times
not to
phlebotomy
say
patient.
that.
These guys have had the giggles the whole day here today.
My twins-
Let's find out about your teammates here. Kai, tell us the Kai story. You play cricket. What else do you do in your spare time?
I like to fold origami.
Yeah. What is the most intricate origami you've made?
Probably
I saw
everything.
one. What's that?
A lot of things.
That's nice. I saw an origami of a praying mantis that was so
Oh,
intricate.
yeah, I can
Can you
I
make
can
that?
make that.
Then you must be really talented. What do you want to do someday?
Be an archaeologist or an engineer.
Or an engineer. Wow. So you've got science already coursing through your veins there. And Eleanor, tell me the Eleanor story. What do you do in your spare time?
I like to draw and read and
What kind of books do you like?
I like Harry Potter books and like mystery books and
Yeah. Well, see, when Hiram gets to be the librarian, you're going to have the in because he's going to save all the good books for you. Nice to have you here today. Let's
And
talk
me
to the
too.
Hyattsville team. Ellery, welcome to the show. Tell me about your school. Who's your principal?
Our principal is Miss Bay.
Miss Bay, yes, and I know she's proud of you guys as well. And who's the sponsor of your team?
Miss Page, but I would also like to thank Miss Davis and Mr. Norris and the rest of our school out there supporting us.
It's very nice of you because it's a lot of work to get you guys ready to come here today. Any alternates on your team?
We have Andreas and Leilani.
Wonderful. They'll be out in just a few moments' time here. And something about Hyattsville that's really special that you want to let us know about.
Well, I really like how they have multiple in-school and after-school programs,
Yeah. Can you give me an example?
like drama club and instrumental.
We have
Wonderful.
tag
Yeah.
as well.
Do you guys play instruments over there, any of you?
Yeah, all of us do.
All of you
actually.
do. Wow. So, yeah, did you bring them with you today? We could have had a little entertainment here.
Mine's actually in the car, yes.
Ellery, what do you want to do someday?
I want to have a career in science, which I'm not sure about yet. And I'm not sure, but I might want to be an architect too.
Architect. Wow. Lots of great ambitions, and you get my respect because you're a safety patrol, which I was at your age too. It's a lot of responsibility. Seamus, you're a ball player, you're a catcher, and what team do you play for?
DC Dynasty.
Yeah, and you'd like to be a professional ball player.
Yes.
You want to have your face on a baseball card like some of the people on the Nationals team?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Well, why'd you want to be on the science show?
Well, our tag teacher proposed the idea to us, and she showed us a couple videos, and that got me really interested.
That's wonderful. We're happy that you're here. You kind of even look like Bryce Harper a little bit to me. Yeah, you can fill in for him because maybe we'll be losing him. Ryan, tell us the Ryan story. You told me you like to think. You're a thinker. Yeah? What do you think about?
well, mostly I think about books and what I would do if I was in a fiction story.
If you were a what?
If I were in a fiction story.
Oh, I see. And you want to be an author someday, don't you? Don't
Yep.
you want to write? Yeah, so writers have to do an awful lot of thinking because you've got to convey your thoughts to the people who are paging through your books. Nice to have you with us today. Let's get back to that game. Hyattsville has 120 for Greenbelt. Lots of points to give away. Last correct answer came from the green team, so Ellery, let's go.
Zoo Parade for 20, please.
Zoo Parade for 20 points. Teams, there is a butterfly called the Viceroy butterfly that looks just like the monarch butterfly. It protects it because the monarch tastes bad, so birds let both of them alone. Since it looks like another one, it is known as this. Ellery.
Mimicry?
Mimicry, that's right. It is mimicking that other butterfly for its advantage. Ryan is real happy about that. All right, go. We've tied up that score. 120 all. Green. Go ahead.
Body systems for 15.
Body systems for 15 points. Teams, the eye socket that you have, the bone that makes up your eye socket, has what same name as the path a planet takes around the sun. Greenbelt.
The orbit.
The orbit, that's called the orbital bone. Good answer, good. Go red.
Green things for 20 points.
Green things for 20 points. All right, teams. You know, the indigestible parts of the plants we eat, known as lignin and pectin and cellulose, all go under the term of this F-initialed word that we're supposed to eat more of because it keeps us regular. What is that F-initialed word that describes those indigestible plant parts? Ellery.
Fruits?
Not fruits. Good try. Come on, Greenbelt. What do we call those indigestible plant parts like lignin and cellulose that we're supposed to put more of in our diet so we're more regular? It's called fiber. Fiber. Oh, NASA. Oh, now it dawns on you. Yeah. Try, Hiram. Go.
Green things for 5 points.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, before there were rulers and measuring devices, if you wanted to determine the circumference of a tree, you relied on your arms and you gave the tree a great big what? Greenbelt.
Hug.
Hug. Yeah, you were a tree hugger. That's right. Go red.
Zoop rate for 5 points.
Zoop rate for 5 points. Teams, baby rabbits have what same name as baby cats? Hyattsville.
Kitten.
Kittens. That's it. Good. Green. Go.
Body systems for 10.
Body system for 10 points. Teams, you might say that Dracula's canine teeth could better be described as these. Hyattsville.
Pass it to Ryan.
Right.
Oh, I know this.
Got to tell us.
Come on, say it, Ryan.
Not enough. Okay. Dracula's canine teeth should better be described as what, Hiram?
Fangs.
Fangs. Yes, the better to bite you with. Good. Red. Go. Eleanor showing us where her canines are. Yeah. Go, Hiram.
Dateline science for 5 points.
Dateline for 5 points is a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, please. Knickers was an internet sensation recently. When people saw it, they said, "Holy cow!" Thing is, Knickers is not a cow because cows are female. This, Hiram,
Pass to, wait, I think I know it. It's a steer.
it is a steer. Yes, indeed, a steer or a bull, a male cow. That's what we want to hear. All right, red, go.
Dateline science for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. Teams, your question is as follows. The worst earthquake that ever occurred in U.S. history occurred on Good Friday in 1964 in Alaska. It was 9.2 on this scale. Greenbelt.
The Richter scale.
Richter scale. That's it. Go. Red. Score update. Greenbelt 170. Hyattsville 125. Okay. Ryan, let's get together over there. Help out Ellery. Seamus, help her out. You need some points to catch up here. Go red.
Let's get physical for 10 points.
Let's get physical for 10 points. Teams, astronomers have found an exoplanet that is covered in these precious stones that are a 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. Hiram?
Diamonds.
Diamonds, yes, I was about to say, are also noted as a girl's best friend. Yeah. All right, you're cooking. Go, Hiram.
Science potpourri for 5 points.
Potpourri for 5 points. Teams, in Finding Nemo, Dory, the blue tang, suffered what modern, yes, Ellery.
Short-term memory loss.
Short-term memory, that's right. I was about to say goldfish have short-term, they can only remember things for 3 seconds. That doesn't help you much in life, does it? Okay, go green. You're coming back.
Zoop rate for 25.
Zoop rate for 25. The big one in that category is as follows. There is a shark called the bonnet-head shark. Listen carefully. 60% of its diet is seagrass. Only 40% is meat, making it the only shark that is what?
Omnivorous.
Greenbelt.
Omnivorous.
Omnivorous, that's right, because it eats plants and meat. That's it. Good, go.
What should we do?
Go ahead, Ira.
Body systems for 5.
Body systems for 5 points. Teams, if you are texting or tweeting and you're using the letters O-T-O-H, it means on the other what?
Hand. Hand.
Hand. That's right. That's the body part. On the other hand. Red again.
Let's get physical for 5 points.
Let's get physical for 5 points. Teams, in cartoons like the Coyote and the Roadrunner, when the coyote runs off a cliff, this force does not come into effect until he looks down. Hyattsville.
Gravity.
Gravity, yes. It's always amazing. He's out there in thin air and then up, down he goes. Okay, come on.
Science potpourri for 20.
Science potpourri for 20 points. Teams, Sarah Hyland, the actress on Modern Family, recently went under the second of these renal organ transplants. She got another what? Hyattsville.
Pass it to Seamus.
Liver.
Not liver, good try. She had a renal transplant, second one, Hiram.
Kidney.
Kidney, that's right. Renal refers to kidney. Hepatic refers to liver. Nice try. Come on, you need to get these high points here. Hiram, you choose next.
Dateline Science for 20 points.
Dateline Science for 20 points. Teams, basketball superstar Steph Curry recently made news because he doubted that this event took place on July 16, 1969. He thought it was created inside of a Hollywood studio. Greenbelt.
The first landing on the moon.
Yes, indeed. That was when Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon for the first time. He has since recanted that. Go Red.
Green things for 25 points.
Green things for 25 points. Teams, if you want to see fish, you go to the National Aquarium. If you want to see animals, you go to the National Zoo. And if you want to see trees like bonsai trees, you go to
the National Arboretum.
The National Arboretum, yes, sir. Right down there on New York Avenue as you head into D.C. All right, we're down to our last couple questions. Greenbelt, go.
Let's get physical for 25 points.
Let's get physical for 25 points. All right, teams, let's see if you know your colors. If you look at a rainbow, sometimes there's a double rainbow, and the colors in the double rainbow are reversed. Some of you know that Roy G. Biv gives you the name of the colors in a rainbow. Give me those 7 colors in the rainbow. Roy G. Biv.
Red.
Come on, Hyattsville, practice in case I need to come to you. All right, who's going to be my spokesperson? Mr. Hiram, hit it.
Red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, violet.
Green.
No.
Red, orange, yellow, green.
May I start over?
You may.
Okay, good. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
That's the way to do it. All right, Greenbelt, you got them all. The judges said, maybe you can have them do it backwards. I said, I'm not going to be that mean. Okay, go again, Red.
Dateline Science for 25.
Dateline Science for 25 points. Teams, if you want to find out where you came from, your ancestry, you could go to Ancestry.com, or you could go to something called 23andMe. 23 is a significant number. What does that mean for human beings? What is 23, Greenbelt?
Something to do with DNA.
What you think?
The number of parts of the DNA.
Not quite, not quite. Come on, Hyattsville, let's get these points.
Pass it to Ryan.
23andMe. What is the significance of 23? Because you're trying to find out your ancestry, who your relatives were.
Pass it to Ryan.
Come on, Ryan, what do you want to tell me? Ryan's deep in thought over there. He's trying to bring it out. 23 is the number of pairs of chromosomes you have. All human beings have 23 pairs of chromosomes. That buzzer has just rung, which means we've come to the end of this game. Give yourselves a nice round of applause, all of you. Did a nice job. Ryan, you too. Come on. We'll be back with a wrap-up in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back to Science Bowl. What a great game today. Look at these scores. Our final tally today is Hyattsville 135 and Greenbelt 300. Congratulations to Eleanor and Hiram and Kai. Hiram is excited. John, let's see a smile out of you back there too. Mr. Richardson, thank you very much for all that you did. I know you guys practiced. And Hyattsville, let's have a round of applause for the Hyattsville team. Seamus and Ellery and Ryan and Leilani is back there. Leilani does not look too happy right now. Your team did a wonderful job. Nice having you here. And Andreas, good to have you with us as well. And Miss Page, you always send us wonderful teams. Thanks for being part of this. And we are delighted today to have our CEO, Dr. Monica Golson, here. And I know she knows all these answers. She's a former math teacher, but she's a great scientist too and a great person. Nice to have you here today.
Thank you for having me. I just want to say congratulations to both of our teams. They did an amazing job. And thank you to their parents and community members that prepared them for today. I expect to see them come back as alumni and be amazing architects and writers. And so I'm excited to be able to just spend some time with students today.
And we're excited that you're here, and we're excited that you joined us today. We'll see you next time on another edition of Science Bowl. Till then, I'm Dave Zarin. Bye-bye.